Hello everybody, my name is Archangel and welcome back to Disco Elysium Part 7. So for today's episode, I think what we're going to try and do is do the Investigate the Doomed Commercial District task. Just to kind of kill a little bit of time. I am actually kind of interested to see where this one ends up going. And maybe we'll find some useful stuff along the way. You never know. And then we'll get back into I guess, the main mystery later on. We'll see how long this one goes for today, though. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Whoop, this way. Alrighty, keep dragging you along, Kim.
Yes?
I was clicking on the door. You know I was clicking on the door. And yet, oh wait, right. Duh. They can't go in. But I might be able to, nope.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists.
Oh, I guess because it's so late I can't actually go in
Delta
yet.
Commerce Center. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Oh my gosh.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
So there is a way to get down there, right? Like from back here. Because we didn't come back. This way. I don't believe. Maybe we did, but I feel like there is a different way out. It was this way.
There must be another way into the building.
Why is he so loud? What happened? Maybe I'm not doing that, then. I can't even get into the building to continue the investigation.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. Because this is no ordinary wall, it is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God. O Wall Father.
Kim, I must paint this wall, add even more beauty to it. No, there's nothing to add to perfection.
Your loss. Farewell, brainwashed wall at the end of the world.
Okay. What else do I do? Tell me about the case again.
What about me?
Won't ever talk with yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know?
Ah, here it is. Now that we've inspected the scene, there we go.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of
The
stupidity?
cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says, cases solved. The other, confirmed kills.
So you volunteered to spoil it. For some reason, I thought you had 104 solved cases. What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
A highly experimental cop, but if I'm right, this is outre, even by my standard. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think so. I'm not sure. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. 3
Really?
days early, drink myself to oblivion, fully re-immerse myself in this reality, and then work the case from an angle so crescent fresh it produces never before seen results, not only for criminology but for the human mind. Forget it, it's too much.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
it's
done.
a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Ooh, I don't know.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
That makes sense. I'm exceedingly
If you're
qualified.
so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
No, we're done. We're not gonna risk taking a hit to the morale there. Okay, good. That has been on the task list. See, I don't know much of what we can do with it being so late at night, and I don't have a place to rest, I don't think, in order to pass the time without the room at the hostel. So I'm not really sure what to do about this one. If anybody has any tips, please let me know down in the comments. Whirling's secret passage. Wonder how I could get down there. I bet I could Google it. See if there's any way that I could do that right now. I don't know that there's anything that's gonna help me there. Cool, fingerless gloves. Yay. A healing item. Wonderful.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Isn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
don't know what I'm doing. This is such great gameplay. Yes, Kim. May I help you with something?
Putting it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out.
Thank you, Kim. My good buddy old pal. Let's go. Thank you. Scrounging around for cash.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Back tomorrow.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Guy's impossible. Oh, right. What do the fingerless gloves give me? Sure. Don't I look so cool now with my fingerless gloves? Carriage in front of the whirling. Okay. Hey, Kim, let's go. I need to go to bed. Wash the smell of death off of me and go to sleep.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing.
But they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Something about a pawn shop?
Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late.
I definitely know where that
Items
is.
Can be pawned at
Sure.
Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Yeah, I totally know where the pawn shop is, obviously. It's not something I'm gonna have to Google either. Uh-huh. South of, hold on, what was that? South of the plaza. Uh-huh. Okay. Where exactly? Is this the plaza? guess so.
An old monument stands in the...
Okay, so that would probably be this other road. Hey, can we maybe walk correctly if you don't mind? This way. Saying, is it this place? Honestly, I have no idea. Yep, okay. Cool. Hey, ominous man. Standing there. Hello.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
Now that the RCM is here, any trouble lately? I feel like I'm interrupting you.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection. I may have something to add to it. Collections are...
It keeps me entertained.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe. Entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what?
Here's something I'd like to sell. Do I really care that much? Not really.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump-a-mesque banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest is for him.
Sure thing, buddy.
To compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Fascinating photo of a corpse here. Check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
See, probably shouldn't sell the photo of a corpse. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's probably not the greatest move. Yeah, no,
Another
never
time,
mind.
perhaps.
You know what, why not?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of life.
Might as well before we
while the
leave.
mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. I'm not offended, officer.
Alright. Bye. Thank you. See you later. Now, where is the door to this fine establishment? Alright. Time to go to bed. Thank you, Kim. You beautiful man. Thank you so much. Now we can pass the time. I can take a bath. And we can actually do what I set out to do.
Yes. Have you... Well...
We'll be kind.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
20 real. Okay, that's a little bit more manageable than 100.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
Nope, we're good. Thank you. Ooh, get a skill point. Hold on. Okay. 20 real is a little less insane than 100. So I think that's a little bit more manageable. Hopefully. I don't know. I don't know what to level up. Is it endurance that ups your health? Or something like that? I don't remember. Let's do that. Yes. Oh wait, do I have another point? What should I do? Dreams and life, understand others, work your mirror neurons. Intimidate the public, connect to Station 41, understand cop culture. Men and women, play the puppet master. Let's do that. Do I have another? How did I... Sure. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's go. Kim, it's bedtime.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
No thanks.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked. How do you think today went? What are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000, why not more? Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what
can
else?
arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up? I see, and if someone resists?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone
We
resists?
are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, You ever killed anyone? Have I killed anyone? What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes
The
all these
coalition
rules?
government and the moral intern, nobody. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of La Rochelle or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. Let's say it was the coalition government.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
Moral intern, what's that? Say nothing, just look into the night.
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Things are bad out there. We need them here. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Yeah, never mind.
Kind of police officer.
Thank you.
It's getting very cold now. Let's go.
All right, buddy. Let's go to bed. Bye.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. That soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you. The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations, none of them acute enough to focus on. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
A little, imagine something. We're
The
done.
waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Okay, can I close the door? Okay. Oh, another skill point. Great. Raw intellectual power. Let's go with that. I don't have any improvements in that thus far. Okay.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
All in, I guess.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Maybe it's the bed's fault. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing, a bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat. And grease. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Uh-huh. Dreamscape detective? What's going on here?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
We're in a hospital where people usually go to die.
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said, who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth? That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back. I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium? I've seen you before. I can come back from this.
Everything. The pale and the Isolus. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Good going, buddy.
What was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay. That actually might be a good place to end it. I mostly just kind of ran around trying to find money again. But honestly, the post stream might be a good place to end for right now. So sorry we keep doing these where I only make a very small amount of progress. Next time will probably be a little bit different now that we've started on a new day, but I think for right now, that's going to be where I ended. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things at the end of YouTube videos. You can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitch, and all that fun stuff will be in the description below, and I will see you all next time.